Didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you and you didn't fall through? Now you hate yourself, you can look at me, look at me. You hate me.
And what up, what up, what up? What's good with y'all? Alright, so what are we getting into today? Today we're about to be finishing up the Turborado. So if you guys seen the last video, you guys know that the Turbo decided to take a on me. But since then, I upgraded it to a new big jammy. Instead of the 72 mil that was on there, we now have a 79 mil, and I came to the conclusion that this thing is a lot bigger far as everything goes. So there's a few things that needs to be redone. So today I'm gonna be heading out to my boy Mike Jankies, and he's about to be redoing some of the fab stuff on here. Man's gonna be getting it from compressor housing to charge piping. That way we can get some boost flowing through this shit, because right now we just basically naturally aspirated with nothing connected and hooked up and all that. So we got no or whoosh sounds going on right now. So that is gonna be Janky's jobs today. So I'm gonna be getting ready to head out, and we're gonna be going over there. So yeah, let's gather up the parts that we need, and then we're about to be outie, baby. And I just want to touch bases on something. So somebody left a comment. So I like to answer comments sometimes through videos and stuff like that, because I can't respond to everybody. But somebody said, do you think you would have had the same issue with the turbo blowing up if you would have had the water lines hooked up? I told you guys that I do not run the water lines, and that is going to be personal preference. From my personal experience, you don't need to. For example, this is a dual ball bearing turbo. It has water lines, but guess what? The water lines aren't hooked up on it. And before this SR20 went into my 300ZX, it had a GT3076 on it. Those are dual ball bearing. They also use water lines. And guess what? I had that on my car for, I had that on that SR for about 6 years. No water lines and no issues with that turbo at all. And I was constantly beating on it. I think I had that thing at like 28 pounds of boost, no issues. Currently, this is another Garrett downsized. This is a this is a GTX 28, and guess what? I don't have water lines hooked up on here, and this thing runs 27 pounds of boost, no water lines. So if you guys know, ball bearing turbos do run water lines to keep the cartridge cool, but this is a journal bearing car, and guess what? Journal bearing turbos do not have water lines. They're just oil cooled. So FD has no water lines on the journal bearing, obviously, because there's not even a port for it. This is a dual ball bearing turbo setup now, and I decided to not run the water lines. But on the G42 Garrett 1200 turbo that was sponsored by Garrett, that's going on my SE300, we are running the water lines, and that's because it's easy to route the water lines on that motor. So that's why that has water lines going through it. But other than that, personal preference on if you want to run the water. I'm telling you firsthand, you don't have to. But if it gives you peace of mind and you want to plumb all that shit back in there, by all means, do it. And for the last thing that I want to address before I leave, there was a comment saying, or a couple comments actually saying, God, this dude has the worst luck ever. Why is his car always broken? He blows up a motor every month. Currently, every single thing at the house runs. The Turbo Coupe runs, the LSA 350Z runs, the FD runs, the 300ZX runs. It just has an oil leak. That's why I haven't drove it. Getting ready to swap the oil pan actually this weekend. The Supercharged Coupe, that's at D's garage right now, that runs. The C Fizzle outside, y'all already know that runs. I've actually been daily driving that. Still has like a slight sputter on boost, but it doesn't hinder anything the car wants to do. Getting ready to swap the LS3 heads on there, but overall that car runs. Technically, the only car that's really broke right now is the C6, and I'm actually picking that up today. So I would like to know, let me know in the comments, which car has a blown motor right now? What have I blown up? And also, I want y'all to keep in mind that every single car over here, minus the FD, has over 400 horsepower. So yeah, please let me know what cars are broken. This is what happens when you notify people about everything that goes on, man. The reason I do that is because I don't want people feeling like, oh, these cars always run. I'm gonna build me a 700-800 horsepower car, my car's gonna live forever, because it's fucking not. So that's why I show y'all, like, yo, this shit broke, this messed up, this is what's going to come with it. Please show me somebody that has a high horsepower car and they drive it consistently. I'm not talking about bringing it out for a video. If you guys know me, I don't have a regular car. So y'all see me in public, I'm in one of these cars. These are all cars that see the streets. So other than your other favorite YouTuber that you be watching that drives his car when he does a video, or he drives it to a car meet or some shit, please let me know somebody that drives their shit as much as I do. Like, I would love to see that. Somebody that drives their car consistently. Like, I drive my shit to the gym, drive my shit to the movies, drive my shit to your mama's house. I'm just playing. Let me get this shit ready so we can finish this thing up. So this is how it's looking. Side note, did manage to get the downpipe back on. I had my boy White Aaron come over here and help me real quick. So what I had to do was jack the downpipe up to get it up, and then had him pry on it while I got the V-band clamp on there. The downpipe is super fucking preloaded, but hey, we managed to get this thing back on. So I do need to tighten up this clamp down here. I'm gonna pull this jammy off, and then we're gonna be out. Other than that, everything's together. There's no leaks. You can see this turbo now fits a 5-inch intake, so my intake will not work on here anymore. So hopefully on the way to Jenky's I don't suck no shit in here, so make sure ain't nothing in here that's gonna, because we don't want that. Yeah, that should be fine. I mean, it ain't like we're gonna be seeing boost anyway. I think other than that, we should be good to drive this thing there, or drive it naturally aspirated. I don't recommend doing this without the turbo and shit hooked up, just because it kind of free spins the turbo. But I mean, I ain't got no other option, so yeah, we're gonna drive it there. I haven't even started this thing up since the exhaust and everything was back on. Start it up, let it warm up. Sounds cool. Oh, forgot. Gotta tighten that clamp up real quick. Then we'll start back up. All right, man. It is the new day. I'm gonna fucking grease this thing. When I get back, I'm greasing this thing today. As I was getting ready to go out there, had a little family emergency, so had to come back and deal with some stuff. But it is a new day, and today we're gonna be taking care of the Turborado. Today we get this thing situated. So yeah, bear with me, man. Bear with me. Bear with your boy. All right, so the objective for today is to get from here to her. That's pretty much it. Her to her. Eyeball it.
Eyeball engineering.
Laser precision right here.
I'm like the Terminator.
Look at that. Looks like a brand new piece that you can go buy from ATP.
Oh, fuck. That motherfucker's hot.
Dude, I just drove here.
I didn't know what the fuck.
Hell no, that ain't gonna work.
You don't work.
I'm working right now. See me holding this camera? It's paying the bills.
Just preload it.
Like my downpipe.
Match your exhaust. Alright, well, that's what we ain't gonna do.
I mean, technically we kinda could.
We're just gonna cut it right here and put a fucking coupler.
Pooh!
We gotta clock that down some.
See? Look like you know what you're doing.
YouTube, man.
Is it preloaded though?
No.
You gotta make sure it's preloaded.
I know it's not matching. Fucking it up.
Alright, baby, we're a few welds away from having some boost again. Driving up a hill naturally aspirated, man. I'm waiting to blow it up. If I get a 6.0 before this blows up, then I'm gonna swap it and give this motor to Aaron. But if it blows up, it blows up. I'm gonna get this to Black Aaron if I don't blow it up.
Yeah?
Yeah. So he can give it to him with the cam and everything. It'll be better than that LT1 he got.
For his Camaro?
Yeah. Make him boost it. Then he'll crash it into a curb.
Yep.
It's too fast for him.
It's okay. At least he crashed doing cool shit. Hopefully.
At least
Hopefully he's at least doing something. He better have a good story. Not like last time.
I'm gonna walk away on that way. Alright, this is it. Last weld right here. Last one. There it is. Everything all back together now. Alright, let's see if this thing has boost. I hear the turbo spooling. Sounds like we have some boost. Make a U-turn. Whoa! Start spinning. She's spinning. I don't think it's that much lag here. Dude, this thing is definitely moving. Jeez. Hey, it feels good. I can't really notice much lag. Like I can't tell the difference really. As soon as you get on it, it's like once it downshifts, it's like moving. It's blowing the tires off still, so like yeah, obviously it feels good. I like it. I like it. Shit leaving stripes down the road. AFR, everything looks fine, so still the same boost level. Just more CFMs from the bigger turbo. Interesting to see how much more power we make at the same boost level with this this turbo. Yeah, feels good. Feels good. Woo! So I'm just getting home. Wake up. Wake up.
No.
Why? Wake up.